put this as... Nice. Okay. I don't really know what to do. Just gonna sit here and hope for the best. I'll probably go here. I think it's this one. Is it this one? I hope so. We'll see. We'll figure it out. I did press the stream button. Good. Just making sure. I'll wait a bit. Just see how long takes. Hello, Surplus. How are you? Hello, Grandpa. Music is a bit too loud. Okay, I'll lower it. There. Okay, it's lowered a bit. As I said, it's not gonna be too crazy of a stream. It's just gonna be an update of where I've been and how I guess the future of the streams. Could make a neat background for us. Well, this is a presentation. I didn't know what would a neat background be. Because it's yeah, like there's more stuff. So that's what we're working with. I guess maybe I could. Yeah, no, don't worry. I've spent a lot of time. I mean, it's not a lot of time, but like, there's a bunch of stuff in this presentation. I don't know how long it'll take. He's actually cooking. It took me, maybe I started like 2 hours before, and I finished right before this stream, so I guess 2 hours it took me to make this presentation. Let me actually stand up. Not like I need to be sitting down for anything. I'll wait until after ads, and then I think I will look to start. Are we going to be looking at this one bit of No, you will not be. You will not be, don't worry. That would be really funny if it was looking at that the entire stream. If that was the case, I definitely would have done something else. But that's not that'll be really boring if that was the case. Is this on loop or something? Okay, no, I was wondering, like, why is this not on, or why was it... Whatever. I felt like that took a long time to finish. Whenever ads finish, I will begin. Ads are gone? Okay. Surplus, are they done for you as well? Because I don't know exactly when they finish, so I'm just hoping that they are done. How are you doing, by the way, Grandpa? I didn't ask. I saw that you were playing Deltarune. Like I think shortly after I left. What else have you been up to? Hello, Dinah. Doing good, nice. Let me actually turn on my fan. Give me a second. A lot of Dead by Daylight. How's that been? I just now saw your message on my Steam. Well, I saw you put a message on my Steam, so I felt I had to return the favor and put a message on your Steam. There's no way, Surplus. We're not doing this right now. Well, all right. What, you saying that I went to a furry convention? Is that it? It's fun. I've already spent like $20. What'd you get then? Yes, you are. Okay. So, the reason I was gone for so long is because I was going to a kitty person convention. Met so many people and was finally able to find people I can relate to. Ooh, oh, rawr. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, I'm done. It's a welcome home gift. Thanks, Surplus. Okay, I think I'm gonna start now. I'm just gonna play some random music in the background. It's just a random playlist. It's nothing too crazy. If you guys want to put songs as well, you're more than welcome to. Yeah. Brad, I really hope that was not what we do. I really hope so. No, I won't. If Teacup was here, he definitely would. I promise. Okay. Okay, I guess when the music changes, it's good to start. So it's really two sections this presentation is broken up to. So it's where I've been the past 2 months. I'm gonna cover everything I've been, where I've been disappearing to. I'm gonna cover all of that. And then also just overall, delephantuno and where that's gonna be going in the future. I'm happy. Like, I'm definitely gonna be putting more effort into streams and all that. I'll be trying my best to do a bunch. I'll be nicer to you now, delephantuno, except for when it's really funny not to. So, like, always is what you're saying. Oh wait, Oh, this is not. Oh, this has to be there. There we go. I just realized chat was not in the right place. Okay. Yeah. So that's basically what it's gonna cover. It's like they're two very, at least I consider them, big sections. So although this is what it is, there's gonna be a bunch more. So I guess let's start from the beginning. I initially took a break from May 12th to May 24th. Yeah, it was when I came back. So during that time, I went to my first cruise. I had never done a cruise before. In my life. You know, you always hear about cruises, and it's like, oh wow, cool. Cruise is pretty cool. I don't know. Shadow docs, yeah. So these are all my pictures that I've taken. You can see at the bottom left, that's my shadow taking the picture. Yes, that is me. Shadow reveal, I guess. Wow. Yeah, so that's the that's the cruise ship that I was on. Maybe a little behind. Okay, yeah, no worries. That's the cruise I was on. That's actually apparently one of the smaller cruises that I was on. But I liked it a lot. As you can see on the right side, that's like a view down into the cruise of, you can kind of see all the restaurants, and this is like kind of the main deck where people are. I just realized I forgot to add a picture of the main dining hall, but it's not important. It's just, imagine a big dining hall that's like has multiple floors. That's like how it would be. And then it's like meant to be a fancier thing, so imagine like white tablecloths with a lot of chairs. You each had your assigned waiter and, assistant waiter. And you got the same people every night. delephantuno has a shadow. Are those all rooms, the windows? Yes, I believe they are all rooms. I think so. I'm not 100% sure, but you have rooms as well. I think they are. There are rooms like all on the outside of the ship, but you also have rooms on the inside of the ship. We took the cheaper room, so we had no outside windows towards the ship. So while there are rooms all outside, I'm pretty sure there are also rooms inside. But they also they have rooms, the windows towards the outside, but at the same time, they also have, I guess you see the main deck. You see where the lifeboats are? Those are like kind of like the main deck. You can kind of just walk there. And then that's pretty cool. I guess, can you see my mouse? Yes, you can see my mouse. So right over here is where you see the lifeboats and everything. This over here is a rock climbing wall. I don't have any pictures of that, or that I added over here, but this is a rock climbing wall. You can go there. You can see a water slide and all that. What'd you do there? Well, let's get into that. Oh, you can kind of see a tiny bit more. This is, so on the cruise, they have shows that you can do all the time. Or sorry, shows that you can attend. They have like multiple shows throughout the day. So we went to like, they had comedy shows at special times. They had like magic shows, and they also have like this show over here. You can't see a very good picture, but it was an ice skating show, and it's really good. I didn't add any videos because it would take too long to add videos. Like it was just a big hassle because it wasn't on YouTube and I didn't want to download it and everything. So this is just a picture you get of the ice skating show. But they had like music, and the ice skaters would dance to the thing. Magic the Gathering, maybe, yeah. But yeah, it was a very entertaining show. You can see the people sitting all behind there, and everything is all inclusive. That's something I should add. We paid about $500 or so, which is kind of expensive, but it is a 5-day cruise, all expenses paid, right? All your food's paid for, all the shows and stuff, that's all free. You can enter wherever. The transportation, obviously, that's all free. And it's not just food as in 500 per person. Yes, and then you also lodgings. That's another thing. That's also free. You know, you get to like everything is free. All inclusive. They're woke then. I guess so. They have to be woke if they're all inclusive. Let me move my chair back because I'm hitting my chair and I just want to be standing right now. Okay. Yeah, so on the left side over here, you can kind of see, it doesn't really show a good angle, but there was like a Starbucks over there. There's a bar like up the stairs as well. And then behind me, I believe, is where the theater is. Do you know how many Switch 2s I can get with $500? One. Can you even get one? I thought it was 600. Okay. No, it's 500 for Switch 2 and Mario Kart. Okay. Yeah. Mario Kart is funny. Yeah. I hope they do add more content to Mario Kart soon. Or at least they add some DLC with it. The DLC is probably also going to be $80, so we'll see how that happens. Let me see. What else was there over here that I can comment on? Yeah, so they had a theater, and they also had this. They had like two separate theaters. This one was like an all around area, and there was one where it's like all chairs face the theater at the front. I don't think I took any, or showed any, excuse me, pictures here of that. My woke cruise, yes. Okay, what else we got here? You see, this is kind of above deck on the right. One of the cleaners put a towel elephant, so I thought that was cute, so I took a picture of it. It was me and another person sharing the room. So yeah, it was 2 people. It was 6 people in total, including myself, in the group. But yeah, I heard so much bad from Mario Kart World. What have you heard? I remember you telling me before that it doesn't have much, but what else does it have? Like, okay. Itching my eye when I saw the towel. I thought it was something really bad. That's funny. No, it is an elephant. There's another one. I think we came up with that was a lobster. We had a towel lobster as well. Some other people, like, you know, people on the cruise, they got like a towel monkey. Like it was a like monkey hanging on like vine type thing. That's what they had. And then yeah. Do you like swimming? I think swimming's cool. I like swimming in the beach though. I don't like swimming in the pool. And the pool here, I don't have any pictures of the pool, but you see down below on the left picture, over around here or so, you can kind of see a bit of the pool. There were a couple decks, or sorry, a couple, yeah, pools. They had like hot tubs and stuff like that, but it was always so full. Like you literally, there were like people like crammed in there. And I was like, no, I'm not going in there. I like, why would I want to do that? People hate the game for like a bunch of reasons, but I don't know the details. Okay, yeah, that's fair. All right, I'll play your song. Um, once this ends here, just remind me if I forget. Okay. Yeah, so behind the left picture, there's a mini golf place. So you could just go get mini golf whenever and do that. Delephantuno. You're right. Wait, I never even realized that. It's my animal basically. Yeah. But yeah, I mean swimming is fun. There is a part later on where we swam in the beach because it was like a not private beach, but it was one where you could pay. We didn't. Okay, so I'll explain that when we get to there, because it's a bit more complicated. Well, one of them is because in online you now have to do the highways, which is one long straight and one lap of normal track. You used to be able to pick random and get a normal lap 3 track, a normal 3 lap track. You can't be no, I'm too busy bugging to pay attention. I just have it on shuffle. It is such a bop. So what are the difference between highways and normal tracks? Because I see sometimes you have like 6 lap tracks, right? What's the thing with that? Okay. Pool, I did not go in it, but it was very it was like packed. It was cool if other people liked it. One thing that I will say, they had hot dogs and ice cream by the pool. You could go get hot dogs and ice cream whenever you want. So that was pretty cool. These are some. So every night they had like a dinner. You would go with your group to have dinner, and you had like a reservation, and you'd have a time you'd have to go for. And every night you would choose, like you'd have a different menu. So on the left was the first night, where we, so welcome aboard. There's just a bunch of random stuff. Middle there, I can't remember what night that was. I can't remember what night the last one was either. But it's like Mexican night, I think, was the middle, and then Italian night. They had a Caribbean night, and they also had a Caribbean night and a French night. And those were all the dinners, because it was 5 nights. How is there like a pretty straight track from one track to the other? So it's like you're leaving the track and you just did and driving to the next one. Oh, okay, I see. So is you're forced to choose it? Or like how does that, because those weren't in the other Mario Kart games, right? 5 nights. Whoa. I played that game on stream. But yeah, you would go, and then they had different nights. Like one night you would have to dress up nice. One night you would have to, yeah, one night you would dress up nice. One night you would like, I don't know, wear like a colorful, like beachy outfit. One night it's just casual clothes. So it's like they had different nights, and you don't have to stick with it, but it's like it's cool if you do. Oh wait, let's pause that and then play your song. Fingers are aching from hay baling. What did you have to do for hay baling? You're forced to do a highway. Okay. Wait, so you. Oh, okay. So you have to do. Why do you have to do highways in normal? Like, what's the benefit? Oh, is it because it's that elimination thing where it's like, oh, in one track you have to finish in top like 16, then you finish top 12, and like so on? Is that how it works? It's only in online. I see. Okay. I didn't realize that's how that worked. Okay, that's like where it's different tracks. Okay, good to know. No, it's in regular online. Oh, so okay. So because I've also seen other streamers, you have it where you're like picking tracks as well. So oh, there's two. Okay, okay, I see. Okay. Yeah. I think you're probably typing what hay baling is, because I think I asked what it was. If not, what is hay baling? I don't know what that is exactly. I know what hay bales are. I don't know what hay baling is. Um, Yeah, so these are the menus. They're pretty cool. The food, the waiters were really chill. We're mostly just joking, but generally speaking, yeah, no, it was a really fun trip. I had a lot of fun on the trip. Um, the food, it wasn't like the greatest food in the world, but it's like all free, and also like the waiters, if they were really chill, like our waiters were really chill, so they would be like, even though you're technically only allowed to have like starter, main course, and desserts, they'll be like, oh yeah, you want another starter, you want another main course, or you want another, they would always come by and like they ask if you want more, so like they were really chill. So if you guys ever go on a cruise, at least with Royal Caribbean, that's the company we went with, yeah, make sure you're chill with your waiters. Okay, what's next? Oh yeah, this is some of the food that I got that looked the best. So this is my chicken cordon bleu on the left, and then on a different day, this is my lemon tart. So you saw back here in the menus, we had like different things you could choose from. Um, so you have like that looked yeah, yeah. So we would always choose like excuse me. Oh wait, let me. Sorry, give me a second. You need ice cream. Go get ice cream. Yeah. Yeah, so because there were six of us, we would always choose like multiple starters. Our main course would just be whatever, and then desserts we would choose like everything there. So, and we would do like a rotation where it's like, oh, we take a bite, pass it to the next person, take a bite, pass it to the next person, take a bite, pass it to the next person. So we all got to try like basically everything on the ship, which was really cool. Hay bales have two small strings you gotta grab them by to stack up on the trails, which digs into your fingers. Hay bales are made by cutting loads of grass and then letting it dry, and then use a machine to scoop up the dry hail and turn it into a bale. And you go around the field picking up the bales and put them on a trailer. Okay, I see. That makes sense. You go back to the food. Um, that's cool. So you stack it up with what really digs in. I see. Okay, that makes because you're holding it by the like inner area, right? Okay, yeah, and I can imagine the grass is really, really rough. Okay, I can see that. Huge portion. Yeah, the portions obviously weren't very big, which is why not only so we had they had buffet. So as I said, this is the main how do you say? This is the main dining area. So this is like meant to be the quote unquote fancier place, like in quotations. But you had buffets, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You had a cafe serving free pizza until 3 a.m. Like you did not go hungry on the ship. In fact, you will be very full on the ship. So it's no issue. Um is Wi-Fi not working is pissing me off in the original Star Walker. No Wi-Fi. Is back with ice cream. Nice. Yeah, you can kind of see it's like, which is also why the waiters would come by and offer you more food, because it's like, a lot of people would not be very full with it. Okay, this is just kind of me chilling. This is the view I took with me chilling by the. Looks like a dumpling. It is a lemon tart. It does look like a dumpling now that you mention it. Um, but yeah, it's a lemon tart. It was one. That was one of my favorite things when I was there. Jeans reveal. Yeah, that's me chilling on the. That's me chilling on one of the beach lawn chairs type thing. He said it in a dramatic voice. You're good. Yeah. Oh, before that, um, I was just saying that I can see why it would be very rough. I can imagine hay bales like with the dry grass are like very annoying to deal with. Um, how much did you have to like lift up today and like I guess pack? So right in front of me there, we got his jeans. We'll be able to assemble a full delephantuno soon. Yes. Um. So in front is a basketball court. You could. They have like different tournaments and stuff that play throughout the day. I never went to it, but would watch, and it was cool. But there were definitely some sweats there that would get very stickler about the rules, and if something disagreed with them, people get mad and like that. Yeah. 56 bales today. We had 3 people helping. Wow. That seems like a lot. How long does that take? Yeah, and then you see on the right side, that is the ship outside. It was like evening time. It looked really nice, so I took a picture of the sea. I found Daine is not an Oni, but something much worse. What is it? What is she, if not an Oni? Oh, so we attended. This was just to experience it. They have an art auction on the cruise. Um, I wish I had money to actually buy the stuff because they had some really cool art. I now have a new favorite artist. His name is Create, like KRE8. And if I ever were to have enough money to like, put up some paintings in my house, this is some of his work. I really like how it looks. So that's definitely something I'll be doing. But yeah, it's like I'm sitting there and it's like, wow, I'm so broke. I can't buy anything. But I thought it was just a cool experience to go to the art auction and see how that worked. We spent all day doing stuff for hail bailing. 11 to 5, we were repairing trailers. And the next hours until 10, we were bailing. Jeez. I told you what Daine truly was. She might eat me. Surplus. It's okay. You can message me. She won't know if you do that. Yeah. I think yeah, so the art we got free wine there, so that was cool. Um yeah, I think that's basically it. So, of course, in the how do you say? In cruises you have stops. So, she has eyes everywhere in Delphine. I don't know if it's possible. It's okay, Surplus. I trust you'll be able to find it. You've been in these situations before. I believe you can get out. Free wine I get from my wife all the time. Delphatuno hand reveal, yo, that's me, yeah. Yeah. So, what was I saying? Yeah, so in cruises, you have stops. And this was a cruise to Mexico. So we stopped in 2 places. We stopped in Costa Maya and Cozumel. This was in Cozumel. We didn't have anything planned for that day. The second day we had a excursion, which basically means it's like something you pay the cruise and you go do that day, but I'll get to that in a bit. So this was just in crap, was it? The Costa Maya. So it's is it bad? Maybe. No, Surplus. You know what? That was a very funny joke, Dianea. Don't say it's bad. It was hilarious. Okay, what was I saying? Yes. So yeah, there were flamingos around. Like all those are shops. You can kind of see in the background of the left picture. There's like a bunch of shops behind those arches. It was like really hot, so some of the places had AC and they were really nice to just sit in. That's just me with the pina colada. I'm not really a fan of alcohol, so I didn't. It's not something I drank before. I definitely drank more alcohol on this trip than I did like most of my life. So yeah, but I'm not a fan of alcohol mostly. A lot of times when I would ask for drinks, I would ask for stuff without alcohol. But yeah. Because I just don't like the taste. I don't know. And on the right, you see where the beach. That's the beach where I was like chilling by. You can see like it's literally the same image in the middle, and on the right, like it's the same people sitting there. It's the same tree. Like yeah, it's just a clearer picture. Yeah. So that's it. First day. We didn't really do anything that day. So the way cruises are is that you go down. I think it took 2 days to go down, and then we chilled here in Costa Maya, and then we went up. Next day is Cozumel. So this day is the day we had our excursion. So our excursion was that we had a Jeep it's not rented, but like we had a Jeep and we could drive around to different areas. So we were allowed to drive as long as you had a license. So first area was on the left. I got a cool hat there. They had a bunch of shops on the sand, and it was a nice area. It was like rock overlooking a beach. It was really cool. And what was really funny and kind of weird at the same time was that like I opened up my weather app when I was there, and it said Gulf of America, not Gulf of Mexico, and I was like, what the hell? I was like, okay, sure. Yeah. I was like, this my phone, like I'm not even I don't even live in America or anything, and it says the Gulf of America. Like it's the same thing in Canada. If you go to Gulf of like the Gulf of Mexico, in like brackets, they put Gulf of America. Like why do that? Is that the end of the stream? Appreciate you all for showing up me. I hope it continues. Rest of see you all soon. Am I ending? Is that my outro? Then do I have to read that? My future joke is ruined. It's so over. What happened? The picture in the middle, it's just like some I don't know if it's a dance or some performance that they do where they like are on the poles and they're upside down and they just spin in circles around and around and around and around until they play some music until they're down. I was gonna make delephantuno say that at the end of the stream if he needs a script. Oh, okay, I see. Well, I guess you have to come up with a new joke now. I mean, or you could say the joke. I mean, it's not like, you know, I didn't see anything surplus. Oh, wow. It's, like, I guess we'll have to see what your joke is later on. Make a new, better one. Oh, this is the, cenote. So, it's basically like some water in a cave. And that's basically what it is. The guide, he told us, like, yeah, it looks green, but the water, excuse me, is actually clear. Like, he dipped like a water bottle inside the, excuse me, dipped some water inside the, or dipped a water bottle inside the water, pulled it out, and he's like, oh, it's completely, like, it was completely clear when he pulled it out. Like, he said it was just due to the reflection of the trees and stuff that made it look like that. So, I don't know. I don't know if you can see in the background of the right picture, there's some there are a lot of bats, like, hanging down over here. And there were a lot of them, like, just flying back and forth when I was there. So, you were allowed to jump from, if you see over here, yummy mud water, yes. You were allowed to jump from over here, where I'm like hovering my mouse, and then jump into the water. So I did that as well. It was very cool. The water was cold. It was kind of hot outside, so it was nice, cool, refreshing water. And there were like fish and stuff swimming in the cave mucus. Yes, exactly. But yeah, no, it was cool. So yeah, I don't think there's anything else. You were just allowed, we had to do some off-road driving to get to here, and it was a nice area. There were a lot of people, like a lot of tourists and stuff coming in and out, so, you know, but we were allowed to jump multiple times if we wanted to. Okay, what else? Okay, now we get to the gambling saga. I was the #1 instigator of oh yeah, I also forgot to say this was gambling. Yeah, so I also forgot to say at the end of this day we also went to the beach, and then that's where we spent most of our day before we headed back to the ship. But yeah, that's basically it. The gambling saga. I really wanted to gamble. I had never done it before in my life, but I was like, there's a huge meme that I love gambling, but I've never actually done it before. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna go here, and I didn't do blackjack, I didn't do roulette, no, I didn't do any of that. I went towards slots. I went to slots. And I went in, I was like, okay, I'm gonna go in, and I'm gonna put in $20. And then we're gonna see what happens. And I put it in. And on literally the very last spin, it for 7 minutes, it just went crazy. I was doing like the dollar slot, so it wasn't very much, but like I went from like no money to 243. That was beautiful. I made so much. And then you get to the next day. I was like, okay, I'm up big, right? I hyped up everyone. Oh, wow. This is why you should always gamble. Exactly. I might need to get some more water. I'm talking a lot. So we went in the next day, and I'm like, all right, let's make some money. So I didn't make money that day. This is a PowerPoint. Yes, this is a PowerPoint. Yeah, I'm just kind of, this is, as you can see from the title, this is just a kind of update on where I've been the past, like, bit. We're getting the story? Yes, we are getting the story, Ortheo. Ortheo was also here, in person. He was the person I shared a room with. He's telling us how my vacation went. So this is the next day. I went in with $20 again, and I lost it all. And then I was like, no, we can hit it again. And I put $20 in, and then I lost it all again. And then I was like, okay, I'm done. I'm done. Surplus, I like your way of thinking. I'm still up. I'm still up money, technically. I lost $40. I'm still up $200. We have to go again the next day. Exactly. So I went in again. Always gamble. $20. Let's see what happens. $140. Holy. Exactly. Always gamble. You will win. Okay? And I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm up 140. Actually, I went to 160. And I was like, okay, I started 20. Let's go down to 140 and let's see what happens. Suppressed game. Exactly. I felt like Mr. Beast there. Man, I had my money and I fanned it out. But then, Ortheo was next to me. Promoting gambling kick might be hiring. Maybe I take up a gambling sponsorship. Ortheo was gambling. Like, I was gambling on one machine and Ortheo over here was gambling next to me on the other machine. He put in the same amount I did yesterday. $40. And then went to 0. And then someone, Nasu, who's sometimes in chat, he came by and was just like, you know, Ortheo's machine, it's about to hit. I'm like, you know what? Sure. I already cashed out. I made my money. Let's go in with $20 more. In 3 spins, I made $90. Let's go! So I am up today about like another $200, about another $220 or so. Because it's including the dude of how to game he's good at. Complete look. It's absolutely crazy. So at this point, the slots, exactly. So at this point, I have made half of the half of the money that I paid towards the trip, I have made back. Or sorry, more than half. So, and then this is second to last day. Or the second to last night. At this point, just become a gacha streamer. Just stream Genshin, Honkai. Like, what is it? Become what's that guy's name? I can't remember. But the big streamer that, excuse me, always plays gacha games. You should go gambling with your grandma. What, does she like to gamble? She casino person? Or bingo? You gotta move to cake, gamble constantly. That's where the big money's at. She loves gambling. I mean, who doesn't? Okay, no, but seriously, do not gamble. I just did this for fun. Like, the main reason I did this was for fun. Do not try to make money with this. She used to work at a casino. I guess, do what you love, and you'll never work a day in your life. I guess she took that motto to heart. Um, okay. Yeah, that's basically it. Um, okay. And then we went the last day and I lost some money again. I can't remember how much, but it wasn't like as much as I made here. I don't think I remember taking a ticket because it's another 10-cent ticket and it's like, the meme was the 10 cents the next day, so it wasn't as funny. First get famous on Twitch, second get a big kick sponsorship. That's what like a decent bit of people did. Honestly. Only gamble what you're willing to lose. Yeah, exactly. Grandma Ruth is a wild one. What does she what how often does she gamble? No, but it was okay. I will say this, it was genuinely sad. There were so many times we would see like these elderly people, not elderly, but like older people. Like there were some of them in wheelchairs, some of them had canes that they would put up, and then they would go in, and then you would see them putting like $1,000 and just spin and spin, and it was just like it was depressing to watch, like genuinely, and like we're sitting there like, damn, this is kind of sad to watch. Um, but yeah, the skill issue. Yeah, I guess it is a skill issue. Okay. Um, yeah, that's basically it for the cruise. After this was basically it for the cruise, and yeah, overall it was a very fun time. And I would definitely recommend if you ever get the chance to do it, definitely like you should if you can. Need water. Okay. After that, I still stayed in Texas for a because the ship or the cruise left in Galveston, so I'm still in Texas for another week. So every day we went to like a different area. So first of all was NASA. That's where we went to. It was really cool. So Texas, Houston was a place I lived when I was really, really young. So a lot of these places I had been like seen before, but I didn't remember any of it. So it was really cool to kind of go back and visit it. Like I would send my parents pictures, and they'd be like, "Oh yeah, no, we remember how all of this." Welcome back, Grandpa. Texas, yeah, that's where I went. Um, so this is probably so the cruise was from May 12th to the 17th. So this is the day after we arrived back. So this is the 18th that we were doing this. Um so it was probably I mean NASA was really cool. I'd been there when I was really young. I didn't remember anything, but it's just really cool. I mean, space is cool. Like who doesn't like space? When you get to Texas, do you say what's so great about dumb old Texas in public? I don't think I said that in public, no, but obviously I said that in private. Like, who likes Texas? Nobody likes Texas, obviously. No, Texas was great. Um, I will say though, driving's a bit much. Coming from Canada where you have public transport and you can walk to places easily if you're in the city. In Texas, everything it's like you have to drive an hour to get anywhere. Did you not get the reference? I did not get the reference. What are you referencing? Okay, wait, beer back. I actually need to fill up my own water. So give me a second. I drank it all out. Spawn. Is it when when Sandy's talking about how badly she wants to go back to Texas, and then SpongeBob like shines like, "What's so great about Texas?" And then I feel like they broke into song at some points. I can't remember that. Yes, okay. I don't remember exactly what scene that is, but I do remember an exchange happening like that. Everyone discussed the secrets while I was. Well, I'm back, so no secrets, sadly, to be had. Okay, so that was NASA. Next day, we went to the Texas Zoo. That zoo was really cool. I liked it a lot. I know some people do not like zoos. Some people talk about how it's about keeping the animals captive and all that, and they should be out in the wild. But for me personally, I think it depends on what zoo you go to. There are a lot of zoos that do focus on conservation. Hey, what city was the zoo in? It was Houston, I believe. Um, but yeah, if there are a lot of zoos that focus on conservation and rehabilitating wildlife, and the Houston Zoo is one of the accredited zoos that are generally focus on the animal rehabilitation programs and taking in animals that possibly would not survive out in the wild and instead use those animals to educate other people. So that's why I think it's good. Vegan opinion. I'm just letting people know why I think, because I like zoos as well. I think it's really cool seeing the animals, but I know some people might be very defensive about zoos and may not like when other people visit zoos. So I'm just saying. Yeah, so it was I would have lost it. I have a friend that works there. Oh, really? That would have been really cool. No, it was in Houston, and so because I lived there when I was like in 2008, I think, when I was like, no 2006, sorry, so I was like 4. And my parents like placed a brick down. It was like, it had all our names, but sadly the brick was removed, so I couldn't see my names we placed sold like 20 years ago. So that sucks, but what can you do? The day after, we went to the Museum of Natural History, and and did not get it back. Yeah, we did not get it back. Apparently, we had to send an email, but we did not get the email at the time. So you're younger than me? I guess so. I'm how old am I right now? It's 2025. I am 23. I was born in 2002. Yeah. So let's see. I'm not sure what that makes you comparatively, but that's where I am. Yeah. Natural Zoo, that was really cool. This is apparently a place I used to visit a lot because I'm gonna be 25 in September. Okay, well, not that big of a difference. Really, like, what, like a year and a half? Because my 23rd birthday was in May. It was while I was in Texas, actually. I had my birthday. Yeah, I had my birthday. Um, yeah. I think that's yeah, I mean, Natural History Museum, that was cool. I lived really close to here when I was much younger, so apparently they also had a lot of these things that I don't remember. Old. Yeah, I'm really old, Diana. Yes, we've established this many times. Oh, video. Yes, okay. So I forgot to say this. After I finished Texas, like, I was here in Canada for 3 weeks. That is when new video is not out yet, but it will be out soon. Hopefully by the end of July, but we will get into that in a bit. While I was here, I really tried to grind out the video a lot. So I was able to get the draft video finished before I left on my second trip. I thought you were older than me because the PowerPoint is very old businessman coded. I thought that the PowerPoint could best exhibit everything. I didn't know how else to show everything because I wanted to, show everything. But yeah, no, I do get what you're saying. I just remember Ludwig's video when he did a PowerPoint about talking about, oh, so you want to be a streamer? And I really like that idea of having the PowerPoint, so that's why I did it. But yeah, so what I was saying. So this is the video. This is the video draft. I will show you guys the first minute and a half, or like the intro of the video, before we continue. So video technically is fully done, but I've sent it for feedback, and then after I receive like the feedback, so now that I'm here back in Canada, I will work on revising the video and making it better, and then after that is when I will upload it, hopefully by the end of July. So here, I will pause the music for a second, and then we will watch it here. Okay, let me do this. Pause that, and let me see. Can you guys hear it if I do this? Yes, I think so. Okay, good. Tell me if it's too quiet. There's something special about booting up Risk of Rain 2 run. At least to me, there is. I don't know if it's the aesthetic, the music, chilling with friends, or the gameplay loop of get in, buy some items, and die. But for whatever the reason, clicking that play button always holds some weight for me. Going back to my list of positives, I don't use that last part lightly. You will die and die and die and die, and you'll love it. I loved it. But you see, there was a bit of an issue. While I cleared the first 2 difficulties with ease, on Monsoon, the hardest difficulty, I couldn't seem to overcome my curse of failing. No matter the build, the character, the map, I could never break that barrier. Normally, that would be okay. Nobody needs to complete the game. It's just an achievement to have marked off. Is how I would normally think if I didn't have these locked skins for every character staring at me in the face. I had basically none of them. Something about this just rubbed me the wrong way and fueled this burning desire within me to someday get them all. But I never did. And after stalling for what felt like years, logging on for the 100th or so time, I finally put my foot down and said, no. No more will I have these things locked behind a simple achievement. On that day, I vowed on my stream that I would not falter until I have completed Monsoon difficulty on every Risk of Rain 2 survivor. All right, and that is this looks peak. Thank you. There you go. Let's go back. So yeah, that is where the sneak peek is on peak. So yeah, that's where we're at right now for the video. I will make my revisions that I have to, and yeah, hopefully that'll be out before. How long is it gonna be? Well, you can kind of see the time. It's right now an hour 24 minutes. We'll see how that comes out with the revisions. It probably will be less with revisions, if I were to guess. Yeah, that's basically it. So yeah, video I finished like literally the day before I left for my next trip. So this was during the 3 weeks I was back in Canada before I left to my next trip, which was initially I stopped in Doha, which is where I initially lived in, for a few days to renew my residency permit. And during that time, these are my rations. So if you guys follow the news, you will find that during the time I was there, I think it was probably the 22nd, 23rd, there were some missiles sent to the US military base in Qatar. And this happened while I was there. So this is me getting rations just in case something happened. You never know. It was a very low, how do you say, very low chance of anything bad happening. But oh wait, let me play music. But you still never know. Like you saw different things of of debris crashing through houses and all that. So I didn't know what would happen. So it's better to be safe than sorry. So these are my rations. I would show videos of what exactly happened. It was the first, yeah, exactly. First ever time something like Qatar is generally a very peaceful area. So or at least pacifist, I guess, is probably the thing. But the main gripe that they had was that the US military base was in Qatar. So that's what they were. No, this has me a little uncomfortable. Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm just talking about everything. But yeah, that's basically it. But we're all good. Everyone's good. No one has any issues. But it was definitely very scary. I don't have like when I initially heard the missiles going off, like you just hear like boom, boom, and you realize, oh, there's stuff. I can't show any videos because actually it is we got a message when I was in Qatar that you're not allowed to, like, legally you can be fined and imprisoned if you share stuff. So for legal reasons and because I am like I'm just not gonna touch anything, I'm not gonna be showing any videos. Am I good though? Probably not. You probably are good. If they like, I mean, if they were to ever launch missiles on the US, that would be, yeah, they don't want the backlash that would happen. It's fine. I was saying, okay, nice. And then here, to end on a nice note, this was a nice sunset I got in Qatar when I was leaving. But yeah, there was some more stuff that happened in Qatar since I went back another time, but it wasn't too crazy. The main thing being that there was this kitten that, like, I was like, so I take a walk, right? So I took a walk. Like, I tried to take a walk every night. One of those nights, this kitten, like tiny kitten, started following me, literally not bigger than my foot. And like it would like, you know how the road has like the sidewalk? The kitten would try to jump like, or like walk off the sidewalk and would like flip over and fall over. And it's like she was so tiny. Like she's probably like a few weeks old. And then we have already 2 cats. We couldn't take in any more cats, and it was just so sad because it's like everywhere I'd go, she would just follow me, and it's like she chased me, like, or she ran after me, meowing like everywhere I went, and it's like, please. So I tried to walk up, excuse me, to a bunch of other cats, and then all those adult cats would run away from the cat every other time, like literally smell that, like they would start sniffing each other, and then they would run in the opposite direction, and then it's just like it was yeah, it was difficult. Why didn't you give it to me? I would have loved to. But, yeah, I could not. Alright. But after Doha, after Qatar, I went to Picks One to No One, of course, yeah. You know what? It probably was following me, obviously, because it knew, of my, how do you say, in my genetics, I was a cat person, or like or I was a cat in another life, and I had partial cat person genetics, and then that's why it followed me, because it thought I was one of its kind. Excuse me. Only 2 cats, rookie numbers? Yeah, I know. But my parents do not want to take it anymore. It's already like, because it's already rough every time we leave for vacation. It gets really hot, and our cats like to be outdoors a lot, because they're, excuse me, part strays, so um they don't like to stay inside. And so when we leave, we have to leave the doors open, but then one of my cats are like super old. He used to be like the alpha male of the block, but now he's getting older. And the other one, our other like cat, she's like tiny, like she's small. So like she gets beat up by the other stray cats. Interesting way to say you're a furry. I'm not. Let's get out of this way. I am not in any shape or form a furry. This has been a label placed onto me by this stream, okay? Gotta love when delephantuno accepts his true self. No, I have not accepted anything. There's 17 barn cats and a litter of kittens. Damn, that's crazy. How do you take care of them? So after Qatar, I flew to France. So there's also a bit of issue because of like the bombing, like the airspace closed down, and I wasn't sure if I was gonna have a flight. So it was like there was a lot of delays, but I did eventually get to France. So yeah. I just realized this is not properly open this up. Slideshow. I just realized that was like completely messed up. What was I saying? Yeah, so this is where we went to first day. I have more than cats. The cats are the easy animals. How do you take care of all your animals? Like, how's that possible? This is the Notre Dame that we went to. It used to be a church, but now, I mean, I think it still can function as a church on occasions, and they do have events still here. But this is mainly this is kind of it. The outfit and the thing on the right that you see there, those are kind of an area you could have gone to that shows the like artifacts of the Notre Dame that kind of like has the things of the past of like what different priests wore, what they used for different services and all that stuff. I forgot that Notre Dame isn't just a Disney. I know it's an actual place. Been doing farm work for years. I'm incredibly used for it. That's crazy that we have two people who work on a farm here. Like Surplus also works on a farm. Like who like parents are like are farmers. Do you see Igor? We didn't. I did not see Igor there. No, sadly no. Hmm. I think ads might hit soon. So whenever ads hit, I'll take a break for a bit. Was Paris really gross when you went there? It was gross when I went there. Um, I had no expectations going, but uh, I can see if you have expectations, those expectations can be destroyed. There is a literal thing called Paris syndrome because there are like I think mainly people in Japan, but it's like or in Asia, I guess. I don't know if necessarily only Japan, but people in Asia like have this expectation of Paris, and then they get there, and then it's like a normal city, and like it's like they break down, and it's like, damn, this is not what I expected. Paris is romantic. Yeah, exactly. But I liked it. There was a lot of history in France that I think is very cool. But I will say about half the places I went to smelled like piss. I don't know why. It literally smelled like piss in half the places. In car parks, like on the road, in like back alleys, it just smelled like piss in like half the places we went to. Thank you. Yeah, I'll drink some water. All right, let's keep going. So over there is the Louvre. So I didn't realize this. You always see the glass pyramid as the Louvre, but you see the building like all back here. That is all part of it as well, which I didn't realize. Apparently used to be an old palace that eventually they like built over it and eventually became this museum. But yeah, these are all the things you kind of see. All these are just the two famous ones that I put, but there are a lot of really cool statues. The Mona Lisa, by the way, there were so many people. This is a very hyper zoomed in. Did you like the tiny Mona Lisa and the walls? I know, right? We were literally talking about ads. Well, never mind. Ads are gone already. Okay. Um. Okay. Well, we'll wait. We'll take a hold on that before I continue. Before talking about ads, or before talking about the painting, because I do see ads are gonna hit soon as well. Like I don't know if they have hit already, but I'll wait a bit. Ugh. Oh, my throat hurts. I think it's partially because my mouth has been hurting me a lot the past like week, and it's like not fully over, so my like throat has been hurting a lot. So this is the most I've talked in a while. But yeah, the tiny Mona Lisa. It was we were literally talking about how it's like it was probably the worst painting in that room. There were like so many other really cool paintings, and then you have this tiny Mona Lisa, and you have hordes and hordes of people wanting to see, and it's like, man, it's not. It's crazy. Hmm. Yeah, there's the Venus de Milo. I didn't realize this, but they actually have her hand. Like, you always see her without hands. They actually do have her hands. Like behind where this photo is taken, they have her hand. They are her like hands that were broken off initially. Yeah. Has been shot and killed in the street. Okay, I still see something about like why not super glue them back on? I mean, they could. I guess I don't know why they don't. But it's just okay. No, so it's not the arms. It's just the hands. So it's like the hands that were like broken off or whatever. It's just the hands. So I don't know where the arms are, but yeah, they have the hands here. Put the hands on the nubs. That would look really funny. It's very tiny arms. Hello, hamburger. T-Rex, that would be perfect. Yeah, T-Rex arms. Okay, once this reaches 0 seconds from what I see over here, I'm gonna continue. How are you doing, hamburger? Let me think what else. Oh yeah, so the Louvre was also built over like a palace. Like a palace, as I was saying. So you kind of walk in and then you see like the old palace, like the old building that was there before. How have you been, hamburger? What's new with you? This is kind of fitting music because this is the Russian theme. Kind of has that same European vibe. I remember. I actually saw that when I was walking through there. They talked about some JoJo's Bizarre Adventure exhibit. I didn't see it, but I like saw. Sorry. No. What am I saying? I didn't see the exhibit itself. I saw that it had the exhibit at some point. That's what I mean to say. Surplus bought me Wow, Surplus, you're really getting everyone to play Deltarune, huh? Okay. I'm gonna move on. If nobody has ads, I will be moving on. Oh yeah, so I don't know why for some reason I boyfriend noticed the quotes. Why is it in quotes? So this is a place called Bouillon. This is like a place where they sell like typical French food. The prices are really good there. I only for some reason took a picture of the dessert menu, but you can kind of see it's like very cheap. I think the one I had was it was one of the chocolate cakes things. Because we're waiting to actually meet IRL to have that title. Oh, nice. How'd you meet then? But yeah, one of the things on the left there was what I had. It was like the sausage and mashed potatoes. That was really good with gravy. And then it's one of the cakes I had. And then they had like a puff at the beginning. They're all like very cheap prices. Like it's at least much cheaper compared to other parts in France. The pastries there were very good. This is where we went to the Arc du Triomphe. This was way bigger than what I realized. Another server. What server did you meet on? This is way bigger, and I didn't realize you can actually go on top of it than I thought it was gonna be. When you see it in pictures and everything. It was very cool, and the view on top of it is amazing. It's crazy. The Arc is massive. Yeah, I didn't realize it was that big. What's really nice is it sits there, and there's a roundabout. I'm about to do chapter 1 and 2 for Deltarune. Oh, I thought you said you were about to fight Jevil. The Arc sits in like a roundabout, and there are like 8 roads that reach on like every side to it, and it's so cool to just like see the city just stretch out from this road. And it's like, imagine this picture on the right here that just continues out on like all 8 sides. It's really cool. Wrapping up 1, nice. Let me know how Jevil goes then. It was just another streamer. Oh, cool. It's a low taper. Okay. Why do you do this, hamburger? Why every single time? Why every single time? So I can watch the next streams. I mean, it's up to you. It's up to you. When I went to Europe, I was 14, so this is nostalgic. Oh, cool, yeah. I mean, I've been to Europe before, but it's surprising. We'd never been to, or at least my dad had been to France, but none of us in the family had been to to France. So it was my first time. It was really cool. But I'd been to Germany and Austria and other places. I actually did. I don't know if Orthia was here, but I actually did have a schnitzel. I just don't remember it. Um, what are you saying, Diana? Almost died in Austria. How? Did you go skiing? Hello, couch. Good. Man, what? I think this is a song from Smash. Yeah, I really like this one. How are you doing, couch? So many colors in the chat all of a sudden. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, where to next? Yeah, so that was the Arc de Triomphe. So after this, later today, we had another tour. We had the tour of the Eiffel Tower. It was cool. It was a lot more. The way I always saw the Eiffel Tower was that like you can go like right up next to it, and they have people selling stuff, and you can go take up pictures right next to it. But no, it's a very blocked off area, and you have to like pay to enter, and then like pay to go up it, and it's like it's very closed up, which I didn't realize. We getting a presentation? Yeah. Yeah, plan for today is just me giving a presentation on everything that I have done the past 2 months and future of the stream as a whole. Yeah, that's all it's been today. No, there's a sudden blizzard. We were stuck on a mountain road and we were sliding towards the cliff. Jeez. But I mean, thankfully you guys got out of there. Do you have to do something special, or you just pulled through? Like how'd you stop slipping? Yeah, so this is the views from the Eiffel Tower. What they were saying, I can't remember. I think it's the one of the picture on the right. That apparently is where. So Hitler wanted to go on the Eiffel Tower, but the French people didn't want him up there, so they cut all the cables for the elevator, and they were like, "Oh, you have to take all the stairs up." And then he was like, "No, I'm not taking it." So he went on the right there and took a picture with the Eiffel Tower from there. Yeah, finally found a game. Yeah, exactly. Gambling. I'm really good at gambling. Luck is something that I do have, which is great. You know, it's good to be lucky in life. That's something that I've always had. There was a snowplow my uncle floored it, and we got back to their home in like 20 minutes. Jeez. It was good the snowplow was there then. Been working on some cool website thing. What website thing have you been working on? Okay. Yeah. So that was the Eiffel Tower. Later in the night, so the Eiffel Tower does this thing where, like, I mean, it like has lights all over the Eiffel Tower, of course, so like it becomes orange in the night. It looks really nice. But then it also does this thing where it like sparkles for like 5 minutes. They have like these strobe lights all throughout the tower, and for 5 minutes, it looks like the tower is sparkling, and it looks really nice. I don't have any videos of that, but I'm sure you could, if you like want to search up like Eiffel Tower sparkling. It looks really good. Sent you them in Discord. Okay. Have you played Ultra Kill? No. So I initially was planning on playing Ultra Kill. It glitters. Yeah, exactly. I initially was planning on it being oh, so what's the website then, Couch? I was initially planning on playing Ultra Kill yet, but I realized the game is still in early access, so I would like the game to fully come out before I play it. Think it's on sale? It's not on sale anymore, sadly, because the Steam sale finished like 5 hours ago or 6 hours ago, something like that. But yeah, it was if like at 3 my time, about is when it finished. I think I want to make a video for Ultra Kill. I would be like trying to P rank the video. That's what I want to do. The game fully comes out this year. Okay, that's good then. Okay, wait, that's big then. Of course, you know. Well, the reason why I know is because I was playing with a friend a game at the time. Let's see. Nightcore gen. Oh wait, that's cool. Nightcore generator. Oh wait, I didn't mean to press that right here. Where am I at? Yes, there. Yeah, so I was playing with a friend and Steam went offline for like an hour. So I stopped. We were in the middle of a run, and we had to stop playing because the Steam servers crashed. So that they stopped working because they were doing maintenance. So that's why I know when the sale happened. I have two different things currently online. One of them is Nightcore Creator does it automatically based on the song. It has AI analysis to analyze the song, decide what's best for it. And the other is a physics lab sort of thing. Cool. What made you want to make the Nightcore thing? I bought like 6 games of Steam sale. I usually ignore it, but now I have a good laptop, so I couldn't stop my temptations. I probably would have bought some stuff, but I spent my money on a bunch of different stuff. A bunch of different things. This Steam sale, summer sale thing. But we'll get to that in a bit. After the Eiffel Tower and all that, we went to Versailles. Excuse me. The next day. And this is Versailles Palace. It's believe is the palace of King Louis XIV. It was a massive, massive, massive palace. It was crazy. It's like crazy how much money people just use on themselves and just flaunt their wealth. It was crazy. I'm basically an edgy goth newly adult. Can you expect from me not making a Nightcore thing? So you just want to be able to Nightcore any song you want? I mean, I've been there before. I've had my Nightcore phase as well. But I would always like, they were the Nightcore songs. I don't think there would ever be a song I ever wanted to make Nightcore myself. I swear, Ortheo. Pretty much. Okay. I thought it ended. Yeah, I thought so as well. But I think it's probably the 11th on like a different time zone than like probably the time zones we were in. If you want, you can just try to put it in MB3 and you'll do the rest. Okay. Okay, yeah. So this is Versailles. I think. Yeah. So not only did this guy have a mass. You see, look at this palace, and there's art coating like every like centimeter of this place. Like it is crazy. That thing on the right there, that's a roof. All the roofs look like all the ceilings look like that. You have like an entire room of just glass. You have all these chandeliers everywhere that would just a candle was equal to a month salary of like a normal worker back then, and we had chandeliers and chandeliers and chandeliers of these of these candles, and it's like it was crazy how much wealth there was. And then not only that, he had these massive gardens. Look at the picture on the right. Look how far it goes, and you have statues lining all of it. And it's like you have like the own fountains and everything. You could go where the trees are. You can walk inside there. There's forests. It's crazy how much money they just spent. Like, imagine being this wealthy. It is a very cool medium for arts. Ah, my mouth hurts. Imagine not being poor. I know, right? It was so big, you could have rented. I'm too stream break to pay, no problem, yeah. You could rent. It couldn't be me. Well, good thing my parents paid for my vacation in France, so I didn't have to do anything. You go, okay, Grandpa. Thank you for stopping by. Have a good sleep. Reminds me of the Helsing Mansion from Helsing also a bit. Like the thing you sent me, the Helsing Abridged. Enjoy your sleep, Grandpa. Parents would never? Really? Yeah, so they paid for my trip to I paid for the trip to Texas and the cruise, but to France here, this is what they paid for. This is like because I'm with them, so like I paid on for they were in France, so they were in France for like 3 weeks, and I was only in France for 1 week. So they my dad has always paid for vacations for us to go on, so that's why. So this was our first vacation for us as a whole family in a couple of years, because I had to go to uni, and my brother's in uni and all that now. Okay, this was the last day. So we did a couple things on the last day. First thing, we went to, I don't have a picture here, but we went to Stolhre. I think that's how you say it. I'm not really too sure. It's like spelt like st store like that. It's went to the it's the oldest bakery in France. Um, so that's something we went to. It was really really good. I get slapped with it. You have to take care of animals, or why do you need a vacation when you're home every day? I see. Okay. Yeah, that's a bit rough. Maybe when you're you're your own person, you don't have to deal with your parents anymore. You might be able to. But you do like that is the difficult thing about being on a farm. You do have to take care of the animals, and you do have to like see about the land and stuff. It's like if you take like even a week, I'm sure that could screw everything over. On the left there is Napoleon's tomb. It's a very comically large tomb. There are like 4 layers to it. It's like my parents practically drag my little siblings down to Florida every winter. That's cool though that you do have, but I guess you take the vacation though because your dad's work is down there, no? Or is that something else? I don't get jacked because I go willingly. So they just want to stay at home. But yeah, Napoleon's tomb is kind of comically large. It's like one layer is wood, one layer is ceramic, one layer is marble, and it's like one layer is something else. It's like 4 layers of the tomb. But apparently it's very well preserved. Which is why it has so many layers, because there's some reason for preservation. But yeah, I was gone for 3 days in May, came home and had so much work because no one did an adequate job. I see, yeah. So I guess that's the issue with being on a farm. Okay. Yeah, so we went to Napoleon's tomb. We went to another place. It was like a more modern art museum type thing. It was called the Grand. It was in the Grand Palace, which is kind of what they use for their uh convention center type thing. They have a bunch of art in there, which is cool. Most of the time, it's because my dad works down there. Many times, because my dad loves Florida. My parents' retirement plan is to move to Florida, lives there on a boathouse. That is a good like. My parents are considering moving to Florida as well, for their retirement. That is a place that they really like the weather there, and they like Miami and all that. So that is also something that they're considering as well. Because my parents can't deal with cold. So even though I live in Canada here, my parents may not be that interested because of the cold and everything. Yeah. Then we went to Angelina. Everywhere in France, no matter where you go, Angelina is like one of the most famous cafe, and they all have lines every time. So luckily we didn't have to wait that long, but they have an upstairs, but we couldn't go upstairs because it was too hot. And that's the other thing in Europe. They have no AC in Europe. It's like it's so annoying. The only reason I'd go back to see in Paris to see we didn't actually see the catacombs. I don't know if my dad wasn't, and my mom would definitely not be interested in that. So I think my dad didn't do it for the reason my mom was there, because she like freaks out with a bunch of those stuff. So I think that's the reason we didn't go see it. But I would definitely go back to see the catacombs. Um, but yeah, Angelina was cool. The pastries wasn't as good as Storo as we had earlier in the day, but the hot chocolate is apparently hailed as the best in the world. I wasn't the biggest fan of it because it's dark chocolate. I'm not the biggest dark chocolate fan, but maybe next time I'll have to try their white hot chocolate and see how that works. My goth girl self loves all the spooks. That's pretty cool. I think that's I would love to see the catacombs as well. Yeah, I always hear about it, but I wish I was able to go to the catacombs, but maybe that's another trip to Europe. There's a lot to see in Europe, so I think I would love to at some point. I mean, it's like it was a great place. Maybe France, like, it was not the perfect place, but like I still enjoyed it. I still liked it a lot. But yeah, this was the last day before I just got a sub to Mango before the drama happened. Now I don't want to use them. Let me go with to see the catacombs. Be very cool. Maybe I have not looked much into the catacombs myself. I know, like, I've seen some pictures, but I try my best not to, like, look at stuff that I know at some point, or not I know, but at some point I might see in the future, because it's like, I kind of want to be surprised, you know? Like, I never, Like, obviously, you see the Mona Lisa and you see the Louvre, but I don't look at stuff to like, you can actually. I don't look at everything that is there because I kind of want to be surprised myself. Who's Mango, the Smash player? And this thing with Dinah that I was saying, I think it does suck what happened with Mango, but I do feel some of it is not his fault. I do feel it was very instigating, and he has a problem, and he did go to it, but nobody was telling him otherwise. People were rewarding the behavior. Basically. So I do agree. I think he does have a problem and needs to get help about his drinking problem, but I also think that it's not entirely, it is mostly his fault. It's not entirely his fault. Didn't Ludwig? Yeah, exactly. He hyped him. Yeah, exactly. It's not he hyped him up to get more drunk. It was just saying like, "Yo, he got a like I don't know blank rating on the breathalyzer," and like if you're hyped up that much, you're gonna be like, "Oh yeah, no, I need to keep drinking more to get higher." Yeah, he used to be an alcoholic. Yeah, so it's I understand like in terms of it's a event, you have to make it fun, but you don't want to be the person to be like, oh, you should stop drinking because everyone was like, oh, it's fun, it's fun, it's fun. But at the same time, you should pull a plug somewhere, I think. Okay, yeah. But that was the last day in France. And after there, I went back to Qatar, spent another week there, and now I am back here. So, in terms of my vacation, that is it. If you guys have any questions about anything that I've gone, I'm more than happy to answer. But I think any questions you guys came up with, I answer, like you would ask and I would answer. So it's like generally, I think that's basically it. But that is it in terms of my trip. I'm also your neighbor. I'm almost kind of your neighbor. You're, by the way, I'm in Wisconsin. Oh, cool. Henry Delphino is drama talk streamer now. Yeah, I know, right? I've changed. Yeah, I mean, I live in Vancouver. So it might be. I'm pretty. Wait, isn't Wisconsin on the west side? You sent a video. I will watch your video at the end. I just want to get over with the presentation. It's not much longer. But I'll watch your video at the end. The most important question. What's your question, Diana? Actually, you know what? I need to use the bathroom. I'm in the Midwest. Okay. Okay, well, I couldn't remember where Wisconsin was, so I guess we'll see. I guess, yeah. I don't know American geography. I don't know what you said, but did you get anything for the Steam Summer Sale? I did not get anything. I realized after I probably should have gotten something, but I did not get anything, no. Okay, just give me a second. I do need to use the bathroom, so I'll be back. No, you know what? I no more questions. We're moving on. You know what? We're done with that. We're done with that. No. No, no, no. Okay. What am I saying? Uh yes. Okay, so that was it for the, past and everything. That's where I what? I just saw the question that you guys both put. So I don't think I will be addressing any of that. For any specific reason. Yeah. Why wouldn't you answer questions unless there's an actual amount of me? No! There was no amount! I can't. It was zero, you just say zero. Why do I need to, why do I have to give an answer? You know, not everything need an answer. Okay, moving on. In terms of the stream, um, so this is, I guess, where it comes into the video. I will be waiting to upload my video until... Oh, my, there's a price. Uh-huh. Meow, 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 meow. I can't speak. Okay. So, in terms of the video, I will not be putting the video out until all these things are implemented into the stream. Those noises were fantastic ambience for mixing up the kitten formula. Uh-huh. This is your own fault. This is all your guys' faults. I will never recover from that. Okay. Okay. So, yeah, the future of delephantuno. So, in terms of the video, oh, wait, okay. I did nothing. No, you didn't do anything wrong. But yeah. So, this is, I guess, something I should cover first before getting into the stream. So I obviously, even though I love streaming and all that, I do also need to work. I am not a permanent resident of Canada. I need to work because if I am to move here permanently, so I do need to work. But the thing is about work is that it's really difficult. I can't plan around it. Sometimes they'll message me like a few hours before and they'll be like, yo, can you come in like tonight and work? And I'll be like, yeah, sure. So man, what I did had lick. What do you want from me? So sometimes like I will say, oh, I have streamed the next day, but I don't actually stream. It's because work will message me and be like, yo, can you come in? So it's it can be difficult to work around. Lick the water. How do I lick my water bottle? What is a lick redeem? I don't even know what it sounded like. All right, I will lick my water, I guess. It's like, I'll lick my water bottle. There. I licked it. What is that what you wanted? You sound like you're in pain. I sound like I don't know what you want me to do. Okay. Yeah, so basically, all in all, sometimes I will try to stream, like, you know, at this time, or like, you know, the time when I start as usual, but a lot of times work can be very difficult to go around it. So maybe it'll be later, maybe it'll be 4. I'll try to stream at my other time, which is 4:30. But we will, cricket, yes, because I didn't know what to say. I don't know how to move on. And yeah, but, after that, you don't need a jaw anymore. Just I guess you're right. Yeah, I should just gamble. Yeah, obviously. Okay, but after that, these are all the things that will be coming to the stream within the next month, hopefully. So we have a bunch of. I'm working with a couple artists to get some things. So on there, you see some of the sub badges. So those are the things that I'll be getting. This has already been kind of changed. So I'm still working with him to try and get the badges done. But this is kind of what it would look like when it's finished. There, as I said, there are going to be some changes, but this is kind of how it's gonna be. Yeah. Who made the badge? The person you recommended, was it Flare or Flame? I can't remember. exactly his name, but I've been working with him a bunch. He's also the person that's gonna be making the banners at the bottom there. Um, yeah, no, he's really cool to work with. I'll also be getting some emotes, so I'm hoping to work with you guys to get some emotes to make sure that it's Did you implement a cat ears? So yes, the PNG tuber creator that I'm talking to right now. I made sure to tell her that yes, there's gonna be toggleable cat ears. So she's gonna make sure to include that in the model. Yes. So yeah. And then emotes, I'm also gonna try to get some emotes in. So I wanna, because there are some, like, obviously there are a lot of emotes that can be replaced because they're like useless. The banners, what's that about? So at the bottom of my stream, you see stuff like about me and YouTube and Discord and all that. So that's what the banners are gonna be. So it's like it actually looks nice and not garbage like what I did. Actually, no, that's not true. I forgot. No, they were changed. They do look better because Bonnie Ronnie, he made some for me, and they actually look better than what I did initially. But yeah, obviously it's gonna the professional, like, an artist is gonna look nicer. Evolution, yeah, exactly. And then the emotes. So I want to know you guys' opinions. How should it look like? Like, because obviously there's gonna be some. I think. Like, this is obviously beloved emotes. And then what else? We have like what else are some emotes that like uh I think, obviously this one, right? Like, this is one that we use a lot. I know Surplus, you were talking about getting a gun emote. I know you talked about getting a cinema emote. So we'll have to decide which ones we want because I still only have a set amount of emotes I can put. So it's only 15 I can have. So we'll have to talk about which emotes we want, which one we want to keep, which ones we want to remove, and like what in total. How do I change my badges? So the badges are not implemented yet. We're still getting that done. He's still working on them. We figured out, are we updating these old boys to the new Gloober? We are figuring out how, because I haven't talked with the emote person yet, because I want to get the PNG tuber model done first before I start with the new emotes. Because the emote artist wants to see the model. So I don't have a model yet, so I can't really show the emotes. So I'm seeing like how we're getting that. The reason why I haven't added it is because it's gonna change from this. Like I've already. Oh, I guess you don't see my mouse. Oh, yeah. These are just references, so we'll talk about that in a bit. This is just the initial concept we had, and it's going to change from there. Like it's already changed, so we've already talked about changes. Yeah. So in terms of the emotes, how do we want this to look? How do we want Bonk to look? I'm thinking like we have a slime that, because it's obviously not going to be like springy. I feel like it's going to be more of a Jello type thing, and I feel like we're going to see some splatter, I think. But I want to know, like, how close, like, how similar to this do you guys imagine this being? Flair also streams occasionally. Big Zeltzer. Oh, cool. Yeah, I know that he has a stream on his Discord. I'm pretty sure. And I know he's also done his own PNG tuber. Yeah. Yeah, because that's yeah. You love the OG. Would the OG emotes stay on Discord? If you wanted to stay on Discord, it can. But yeah, because like I do think it should, because like there are definitely some scuffed emotes. Like I feel, uh, like the emotes are cool and all, but it's like they're scuffed. Excuse me. Change their names to include Ol or something. Sure, I could. That one, the cry one. I mean, I think definitely there should be a sad. I'm thinking that there will be like a heart I'm thinking obviously there needs to be a cat one. There needs to be like the bonk definitely. The dance could probably change. Um, yeah, clown could definitely be removed. I got an emotional connection with this bonk. I definitely agree. Yeah, no, we can keep some of the old emotes. We'll see. Um, I think stare is pretty good. Delph Clown has gone unused. Bonk is just superior. Yep, the best ones. I agree. I definitely think there needs to be a troll face one. Nerd is pretty good. I like stare a lot as well. I definitely think the artist can make it more disturbing though. Like, I will if I'm doing the stare, I would probably ask the artist to make it like disturbing. Um, like or try my best to do it. But yeah. But yeah, we can talk about that later once that's actually Giga Chad's a keeper. Yeah, we'll see how it goes eventually when I'm doing it. Okay. So this is the PNG tuber. This is what these are all the references I sent to the artist. So this is kind of you can imagine this vibe. Imagine that new slime guy formed into a Giga Chad face. Yeah, it'd be perfect. So these are the kind of like I told them also for the cat ears for it to be like the tabby slime, for it to look like the tabby slime. Um, because I don't think it should like it won't have a tail, but yeah, we'll see how that will work. Um, but yeah, that's basically it. Um, yeah, I think Slime Rancher is a pretty good reference for how I want the slime to look like. A Slime Rancher stuff is really cute, and it's has that vibe that I like going for it. Um, yeah, so the artist said that she's working on sketches right now, so she'll get back to me when she can. Um, yeah. That's basically it. So in terms of content, I'll definitely be finishing Deltarune, and then I think after that, I'll probably be moving towards Terraria. I've played Terraria once before, and I'm gonna be trying Master Mode, and I'm gonna be doing like as difficult I can make it without making it permadeath. Um, yeah, I mean Terraria is a very popular game. I've only played it once though, and I had a friend um guiding me through the entire game. So, and then after Terraria, once I finish that, we will see after. Like depends on how far I get with the Cuphead video. I'm trying to get the Cuphead video done before the end of the year. We'll see if that does happen, and if it does happen, like we'll see how complete the Cuphead video is. I'll probably skip out a lot of the Deltarune streams because I do want to go into them blindly eventually. Yeah, no problem. That's no problem. Um, yeah. But then yeah, after Deltarune will be Terraria, and then after that, I don't know what we'll do. If Ultra Kill does come out, like fully by the end of this year, I might go straight into Ultra Kill, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Yeah, I'll make sure of it. Okay, sounds good. Okay. Yeah, and that's the end of the presentation. That's basically everything. I will say one more thing. Another reason why I wanted to do that's where we need the gun emote. Yeah, so we'll definitely put the gun emote in. We'll make a list of all the emotes that need to be had at some point, but not right now. um, I guess no, I could do it now. I mean, we still have extra time. I really thought the stream was gonna take an hour. We're now closing in on the 2 hour mark, which is pretty funny. Um, what was I saying? Um, yeah, one other thing, the reason why I wanted to have this stream before going back into the Deltarune streams was because I actually won't be streaming tomorrow. There's a like League Pro match, MSI is happening in Vancouver here, and I will be attending it live. So I'm gonna be going there. Yeah, short stream, he says. Yeah, that's really funny. I didn't realize it would have taken this long. I really thought it was gonna take shorter. I thought it was gonna take an hour at most. I was like, oh wow. I'm in the middle of reading a visual novel, so 3 and 4 will be far away. Okay, what visual novel are you reading? What was I saying? Uh, yeah, whatever. I can't remember. Uh, okay. Let's try to make a list of the emotes. Um, let's just Let me just get a notepad up. Notepad. Got it, whatever. Give me a second. Oh, wait. Oh yeah, I saw you playing it a few days ago. Okay, no, never mind. Not notepad. Crap, where can I... They're like sticky notes or something here. Eight, damn, okay. Um, dude, why is it so difficult? Okay, there. Okay, so what are the emotes? So let's say we ask for 15, right? It's 10. It's great so far. So what's it about? Wait, let me just see exactly how many emote slots I have. Hello? Viewer rewards emotes. Okay, yes, let's see how many emotes we have. Okay, so it seems like the emotes were increased by 1. So we have 5 follower emotes. We have the sub emotes. We can have 6, and then 6 animated emotes. So 160 hours if it keeps at the same pace. Yup, exactly. So we definitely want Bonk, right? We want Pog, Nerd, Chad, and then ooh. We want Stare and Troll. Okay, so I see these 5 are keeping, because I mean, I try to keep these in the follower because I feel like those are the most used. These I think are good to keep. So then, I know Surplus, you said you wanted Gun. You wanted Cinema. What else are you thinking? Move into a new town, hear about a curse after a festival takes place and weird things start happening. It's a mystery, psychological horror. Cool. Oh, okay. 8 chapters is wild, though. I think I would like a heart emote, and then I'm mad. I think that would be good. You said you want a dance one, right? Dynea? We can... I like the dance. Do you like the one that we have now, or would you want a different dancing one? I think a sad one is necessary as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm unsure. I'm fine with either. Okay. Well, let's see. Any other ones that we're thinking of that we want? Because I want one for all emotions, I think. Like, you know, oh, I think we want a happy one then. Like, happy, wholesome is what I'm thinking. Anything else? So, the dance wants to be a animated. So, is YouTube branding going to change the... No. I'm going to keep my profile picture the same. My profile picture is going to be the same. I think that has its own vibe to it. Are you going to make a video on Terraria? Yeah, I think that's what it's probably going to be. Because I'm going to be doing Terraria, like, master mode and stuff, so I'm going to be dying a lot, and I feel like that'll be funny for the YouTube video. I don't know how good that's going to stream if I'm dying over and over, but I think it'll be Terraria is a decent like video type thing. Can't think of any other new emotes. Okay, well we'll stay with this for now, and then I think that'll be it. Okay, dude, I swear it's playing the exact same songs over and over again. Like this is supposed to be shuffle, but it's playing the same songs over and over again. I have 279 songs in this. Okay. Okay. I got to Jebel but took a break. That's rough. Spotify. It's not. It's YouTube music or shuffle moment. Let's watch a video surplus. What is this? The deadliest self-defense move. Okay. All right, that makes sense. Okay. This is crazy work. What is that, surplus? I was wondering, I was like, I swear I've seen that somewhere before. Yeah, I did see it somewhere before. Okay. But yeah, that is base. Okay, wait, what did you want me to say, surplus? Let's scroll up all the way. I can't find it. I don't know where it is. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this update. Okay. That was all a lie. I would have liked to do all that, but I didn't. I was just sitting at home, finally away from all you pieces of shit, but the lonely road always leads me back. I can never escape you. I fucking despise all of you. See you all next stream. Wow. Yeah, that's how I truly feel. Okay. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the update just into my life as a whole, and I hope you are like, I mean, I'm looking forward for the new stuff coming to stream. Especially. But yeah. Hope it comes sooner than later, but we will see. Yeah. Hope, as I said, tomorrow I won't be able to stream because I'll be going to the event live, but from the 12th I should be streaming more consistently from there. So yeah. Okay. Thank you to everyone for the Delph upgrades. Let's go. Okay. Thank you to everyone who stopped by the stream. I appreciate it. And I'll be back with... I will be streaming Deltarune on the 12th.